Senior Drill Sergeant Krav observed the newest batch of cadets with 4 of his 6 eyes, keeping the other pair fixed on his datapad. 19 species represented, all classified according to their homeworld's gravity, atmosphere, and hazard ratings. And then there was the human. Deathworlder, Krav muttered under his breath, mandibles clicking with unease. The Galactic Coalition had only recently allowed humans to join their ranks, and many remained skeptical. Their planet Earth was classified as a Class 12 Deathworld, a designation that made even the hardiest Ragna warriors uncomfortable. Cadet Thomas stood at attention in the third row, unremarkable except for his sturdy frame and the quiet intensity in his eyes. Krav had researched humans extensively since learning one would join his training group. Their bodies were dense with muscle, their bones reinforced with minerals that would be considered toxic on most worlds, and their mental resilience was concerning. "Welcome to the Mind Resilience Program," Krav announced, his voice translator set to its most intimidating frequency. "This week-long course will test your psychological fortitude beyond anything you've experienced. Many of you will fail. Some may require medical intervention. This is your last chance to withdraw." No one moved, not even the human. "Very well," Krav said, gesturing to his assistant instructors. "Prepare the neural simulators." The first day focused on fear. Each cadet was subjected to a personalized nightmare scenario, one designed by xenopsychologists to trigger primal terror responses specific to their species. The selling cadets emerged trembling, their bioluminescent skin pulsing in distress patterns. The Juveri twins required sedation after only 40 minutes. Even the stoic Marvian delegate wept silently after the session. When Thomas emerged, Drill Sergeant Kraft noticed something odd. The human's vital signs showed stress, but nothing approaching the expected parameters. "Cadet Thomas," Krav inquired, "did the simulator function properly? Your fear response appears minimal." "It worked fine, sir," Thomas replied, "though the spiders could have been bigger." Krav made a note to increase the intensity for the human on day 2. Phase 2 and 3 targeted grief and loss. The simulator created scenarios of loved ones dying, homeworlds being destroyed, and futures crumbling to dust. The program was so effective that 2 cadets withdrew immediately after their sessions. Thomas completed both days without incident. "Sir," reported junior instructor Vix, "the human's neural patterns are unusual. He experiences the emotional trauma but processes it simultaneously. It's as if he's compartmentalizing in real time." "Impossible," Krav said. "No species can process trauma that efficiently." "Humans call it coping, sir," Vix replied, consulting her notes. "Apparently, they do it all the time." Day 4 focused on pain and isolation. The simulator created the sensation of complete sensory deprivation combined with phantom pain signals. Most species went catatonic within hours. Thomas emerged after the full 8-hour session, asked for water, and inquired about dinner. That night, Krav found himself scrolling through human historical archives. Wars, pandemics, economic collapses, natural disasters. Their brief history was a catalog of calamities that would have driven most species to extinction. Yet they persisted, often finding humor in their darkest moments. They're not merely surviving their deep world, Krav realized with growing unease. They're thriving because of it. Day 5 was designed to break even the strongest minds, existential dread. The simulator presented each cadet with the mathematical certainty of their own insignificance, the heat death of the universe, and the ultimate futility of all endeavors. The program had a 98% psychological breakdown rate across all known species. Thomas emerged from his session looking thoughtful. "Report, Cadet," Krav demanded. All 6 eyes focused intensely on the human. "Interesting simulation, sir," Thomas replied. "Reminds me of a philosophy course I took in college. Nietzsche, Camus, that whole crowd." "You studied this concept voluntarily?" "Sure. Most humans go through an existential phase in their teens. Some of us make art about it. There's this whole genre of music called—" "That will be all, Cadet," Krav interrupted, feeling a strange sensation he'd never experienced before, a cold dread crawling along his exoskeleton. The sixth day combined all previous elements into what was euphemistically called the Crucible. It was the psychological equivalent of a supernova, designed to find and exploit any mental weakness. No one had ever completed day 6 without requiring at least some psychiatric intervention. Thomas not only completed it, but asked if there had been a technical glitch. "It seemed shorter than yesterday's session," he commented. That evening, the training staff held an emergency meeting. "How is this possible?" demanded Senior Instructor Lowe's. "The human's mind should have shattered. They evolve on a planet that actively tries to kill them," Vix pointed out. "Their literature, their entertainment, it's all about overcoming impossible odds. They simulate disaster for fun." Krav stared at the data before him. "We've made a grave error. This program wasn't a challenge for him, it was practice." On the final day, while the other cadets recovered under medical supervision, Thomas stood alone for the graduation ceremony. Krav approached with caution. "Cadet Thomas, I must ask, how did you endure the program with such ease?" Thomas considered the question. "With respect, sir, nothing in your simulations compares to what we call Monday morning traffic, or tax season, or history class, for that matter." "You mean to say, humans have been training for your mind resilience program our entire evolutionary history, sir. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger, and a lot of things have tried to kill us." As he pinned the completion badge on Thomas's uniform, Krav made 2 urgent mental notes. "Recommend an immediate overhaul of the training program, and suggest that any future military operations involving humans should be conducted with extremely careful diplomacy." Humanity wasn't just surviving in a universe that considered them impossible. They had been forged by it. And now they were joining the stars. Heaven help the galaxy if they ever got angry.